you know, I've had a lot of funny DJ names, you know, nicknames through high school and middle school that I wasn't always a fan of, but they were like those nicknames that the homies would call you. You know what I mean? And it's when I started on Power 106, that's when I said, like, I just was tired of introducing myself as some gimmick name. You know what I mean? So my real name is Justin. That's the name my mom gave me, and I was like, I want to, you know, be Justin. I want to be myself, fully transparent on the radio, in the clubs when I meet people. And then the credible part just flowed. It was either that or Just in Time. And I had a homie who was already Just in Time. So I was like, I'm gonna roll with Just Incredible. And from there, I just, you know, built it up.
So my real name is Emmanuel. And back in the days, my high school teacher, you know, she felt my name was long. So she's, I'll just call you Eman. Eman. And then it just kind of translated to E-Man, and I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna run with it. DJ E-Man.
So DJ Reflex was actually MC Reflex originally. And it actually wasn't MC, it was just Reflex. I used to rap. I tried breakdancing, and I also tried graffiti. I wasn't good at breakdancing. I was alright, but I wasn't great. I had friends that were way better, so I was like, I'm not gonna try and, you know, I gotta find my own thing in hip hop to do. And I was in health class in 7th grade. And, you know, in a science book, they just have like the words that are in italic or in bold, and they'll have the definitions at the bottom. And I really wanted a name that had a definition that meant something. And Reflex, the definition essentially is like, you know, it occurs naturally without thought. And I thought I was cool, you know. I was like, oh man, this is natural, man. It just comes natural to me. So it's like my reflex to be so dope at DJing. But I used to rap as Reflex too, and then, you know, I figured that wasn't gonna work out for me too well at some point. So I just like really focused on DJing and such. I wasn't a terrible MC, just for the record. I won some competitions, like, you know, have my own. But that's where it came from. Was from a science book. It was that, or the word timbre, I believe it's pronounced. It's Timbre. Maybe it's timbre, but the definition of that is the quality of a sound. That was like the next page on the in the book. But Reflex just seemed to have a ring to it, and people liked it. So I had my first, you know, mixtape artwork, like graffitied Reflex in like 7th, 8th grade.
I mean, and this is a little bit of cockiness. I always just felt like I was better than everybody. You know, I felt like, in a sense, you know, I was past due. So past due, sour milk, and so, like, you know, like I said, I had the name that stood out, so it's like easy to remember me, you know, stuff like that. So I think that helped me a lot.
Man, I get that all the time because I think a lot of people hear Felli Fel and they think, what kind of dumbass would name theirself after falling down? But there's a story behind it. So I used to get into DJ battles, and I was in a battle. I didn't really have a DJ name, and I entered this battle, and there was this crazy dude on the front row. Every time a new DJ would get up, he would yell crazy things. The dude was a little lost, and apparently when I got up there to do my little 5-minute set, he was yelling stuff, and I got off stage, and all my buddies were like, "You're bad like a felony, you're bad like a felony." And I'm like, "What are y'all talking about?" And they were like, "That the crazy guy was yelling that when you were up there." And so, of course, all my buddies started calling me DJ Felony, meaning bad, not bad meaning good. And I hated it, and it stuck, because, you know, your friends want to call you what you hate. So that became my name. And the more I became popular, everybody knew me as DJ Felony. But all my close buddies called me Fel, or Felli. And that's how the Felli Fel, you know, came about, and it was a little more friendly name, and I didn't have to explain anymore that I had not committed crazy crime.